me see. Can you hear me, Chess? Yes,
Okay.
wonderful. Oh, hello, hello. So people are still coming in. Welcome, everyone. Before we kickstart, as we're giving everyone an opportunity to join us, enable their camera, their mic, find their way around. Welcome to Butter. If this is your first time here, again, we are stretching all our muscles, our flexibility muscles today. I kind of invite you to plot your location on the map. I see some dots already popping in. For Cheska's really late. For Mosin is also not quite morning, right? We've got Michael in South Africa. Dave is joining us from the States. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Now, before we deep dive into the session, I want to do a quick tech check, and make sure that everyone can open their cameras and their mics. So make sure you can look over your upper left side of the screen and make sure that your mic and camera are on green, and then you see us and hear us. And if you cannot, use the chat to let me know, and Mosin will give you help with that, because we are going to use our cameras and our mics for the next 20 minutes. All right. Perfect. Welcome. My name is Anamaria. I am a community builder. I'm a learning designer and facilitator, and I work at Butter. This is the tool that I'm welcoming you all here, and I am leading their community project. Thank you for the excitement, Cheska. Today we are going to talk about connection. Now, as facilitators, leaders, learning designers, and educators, we care a lot about connection, since we understand its importance when we bring groups together. Now, usually when we foster connection within a group, too often the default mode, at least for myself, I've noticed, is to use the power of thoughtfully crafted questions. And we saw how powerful they are in the previous talk from Hassan. And we invite participants to openly share and connect with each other. And through that conversation, connection happens and takes place. And that works beautifully in majority of the situations, whether that's personal stories, deep listening, empathy, finding commonalities amongst us, accepting our different viewpoints, sharing an identity, humor, trust. These are all important elements and also skills that we're bringing that contribute to fostering connection. Now, we could talk about it all day, but we only have 20 minutes together. And right about now, I think it's good to put a disclaimer out there. I am not a connection expert. I don't have years of research behind me. I am rather a practitioner. I bring people and groups together every single week. And I am learning through experimenting and gathering data. I'm learning more about connection. Now, instead of talking about it, I prefer to connect, and I prefer to feel it, to see what it's like, what works, what doesn't. And today I am looking to harvest insights as well from a collective experience that I'm inviting you to participate in. So I'll invite you to lean into a collective experiment to explore what are these conditions that might enable or block and we might play with and bring into our sessions whenever we want to foster connection. And now Hassan talked about taking risks whenever we're surrounded by others in order to make sense of the common challenges or common interests that we have. And so that's exactly what's coming your way, an invitation to lean in and take a risk. We'll break into pairs for the next 8 minutes. And once we're in a breakouts, you will receive what I call an experiment instructions, one by one in the chat. Now, when you are done with the first experiment, you will again use the chat, and you will let me know that you're done, and you will receive the instructions for the next experiment. In total, I have about 5 experiments planned. We won't be able to go through all of them. And that's okay. That's not the purpose. Also, the goal is not to complete them, and it's not a game. It's not a competition. It's not about which pair is doing more challenges, anything like that. It's about truly leaning in with an open mind and see what surfaces for us. So the experiments are designed to take you slightly out of your comfort zone, maybe yes, maybe no, maybe more, maybe less. And they might play with your senses and with your emotions. Allow them to play with your emotions, allow them to play with your senses as well, and also tune in to your body and lean into that process. Connection is all about what happens inside as well. Be mindful of those feelings and be ready to share back when we return. Okay, before I open up the breakout rooms, do we have any type of questions as to what's happening next? Feel free to unmute and let me know. All right. I see no questions. Are there any questions in the chat? I don't see the chat. So Cheska, maybe you can give me a hand if there's anything popping there.
No, there seems to be no questions. So
beautiful.
I think everyone's excited for the experiment.
All right, everyone. Now, I'm opening the breakout rooms. You're going to be in pairs for 8 minutes, and we'll harvest when we're back. We'll harvest your impressions. And the first experiment is going to reach you via chat once you land in the breakout room. If throughout the breakout room, at any given moment, you have any technical difficulties, any questions, on the right side of your screen, you will see a hand, like an icon. Click that, and I'll be sure to join you in that room. All right. Have fun exploring, and we'll see you back and see what we've learned in 8 minutes. All right. Time flies when you're experimenting. Welcome back. We're waiting for everyone to join us back. Welcome back, everyone. I see some smiley faces. I see some front faces. That's okay. I'm very proud of how everyone leaned into it with tech difficulties and all. You all deserve a big, big round of applause. And I'm going to start the poll for our harvest. So tune into, again, into your body. What did you feel? What felt comfortable? What felt uncomfortable? Some of the groups experimented with one of the experiments, some with two, some with three, etc. So I tweaked in some of the conditions, and I'm curious to know if you've discovered any new connection nurturing elements, anything that really prompted a connection. You felt seen, you felt close to that person, you felt curious. And what was something that felt short today? So maybe experimented something that really didn't feel right. It was like, oh, that's the opposite of connection. Plop those in the chat as well, in the poll as well. The responses are anonymous, and you can send as many as you wish. Just make sure that you click submit so that it reaches our end. And while you do that, I also want to open up the floor in case anyone has something on their chest that they would like to share and put into words. Maybe some of the conversations, maybe you've gathered a lot of tension or energy. Now it's your time to put it out there and share it with us. So Dave, the mic is in your court. Over to you. Let me unmute you now.
Oh, as we're about at time, I just want to let everybody know that in the schedule, we've got a 30-minute break. So we'll come back at the bottom of the hour in Zoom, the other one, for a workshop that's going to be facilitated by Maha. So take care of yourself. I'm going to put some, I think I will put them in here about what's going on. Agenda-wise, log your stories. Thank you, Anamaria. Now back to the program.
Thank you so much, Dave. Again, I know we're at time, so if you have to leave, if you have meetings, breaks, or if you simply want to mingle what's next on the program, feel free to do so. All right. There's a lot of stuff coming in the poll. Thank you very much for that. Sometimes challenging situations help two people connect faster. I've learned that as well myself. Turning your camera off was great, and we agree that it could be helpful when having hard feedback conversation. Sitting in silence was uncomfortable and didn't seem to spark anything. What felt short? The tech got yes. All right. When the camera's off, easier to speak more freely. Led to an awkward situation with someone else connects. Clean and modern aesthetic. It feels connection is lighter. Took a while to figure out the chat. Sitting silent felt good. So that's the thing about connection. Some people find some elements being more comfortable than the others. Some enjoyed the camera off. Others felt awkward sitting in silence. Others felt that as a relief and as a connection opportunity. Even not looking to her felt okay. Okay. And oh yeah, more elements. It was a bit meh. I love the platform. Don't see the point of using new tools. Okay, we can talk about that. Perfect. All right. Thank you very much. That was it for me. I hope that you surfaced some insights that you can take away and experiment further when it comes to connection, bringing people together. And my main takeaway that I take for myself is that truly trying to tweak elements that have to do with the environment, whether that's virtual or offline, if you're bringing people in the same room, can spark sometimes some deeper conversation, different conversations, and might have the opportunity to foster some connection through surprise and variation. Thanks for playing along. It was awesome, and I'll see you in the future sessions of the symposium.
Thanks, Anamaria, and thanks for getting us into a new tool and realizing that it's not that hard to do to try something new.
I have to say that I was a bit. I thought like for a 20-minute session, that's bold. But hey,
we did it.
I think
here we are.
We did it. We did it, and well, you did it. Thank you so much for
it's not so bad.
Change.
It's not so hard. Okay.
Thank you very much.